So I decided, okay, I'm gonna work up the nerve and actually do it. And one particular morning, I woke up pretty early and I just hadn't had enough sleep. It was maybe 4 or something like that. So I usually wake up around that time anyway. But I was like, let me go back to sleep and just get some rest for the day. It's like a Tuesday morning. So I go to bed, and maybe an hour or two later, the sun is shining, and I know that I'm asleep, but I feel the heaviness, and I'm like, oh, I'm going astral. This is when it's happening. And I told myself, you know what, Dom? Just flow with it. Just see what happens. You never know. If you become a spirit and never come back, listen, then that was your journey. You know what I mean? I'm at peace with it because it's so much a part of my nature. So I feel the heaviness. I feel the light. I feel the swirls. I feel everything. This time is a little bit different because I'm not fighting against it.
I'm so sorry, Dom.
Oh, no,
you guys, please stop. I'm trying to hear and I cannot hear. Why don't you let her go in my room and put her on something and you stay in your room?
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Dom. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. So I start to feel everything happening, and I just tell myself, mentally, let's just go with it and see what happens. So at that point, I start to feel myself, lifting out of my body. And because I'm not fighting it, all of a sudden things are different. Everything is black. And then immediately I see this really small white light, and it's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, what is this? I've never experienced this before. So I'm going into it. It's, I liken it to when people say that they've gone to heaven or something. It kind of looks like that. I was, going through a tunnel, and eventually I end up at this white, really, really bright white light, and everything opens up. And I open up my eyes, and I look around the room, and I'm in a place that I'm unfamiliar with.
So do you think you went to like another plane or something?
Well, I really think, I do think I ended up in a different plane. And until I saw a video just recently, I wasn't sure what it was. But I open up my eyes, and I'm looking around. I see a gentleman, an older gentleman, laying beside me. He's obviously asleep. And I'm like, I don't know this man, but I also am like, I feel like I'm the person that shouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can tell that this is his house. This is where he belongs, and I'm the intruder. And I'm trying to familiarize myself with things. I don't recognize the walls. I don't recognize any of the furniture, anything. But I'm awake, and so I'm like, this is weird, and I'm just as conscious as I am talking to you right now. So I get up and I walk around the house, and I'm trying to look for something familiar, something that I recognize, something that I know. I don't see anything or anyone that I know. So I'm freaking out, but I'm also, I'm inquisitive by nature. So I said, you know what, let's just.
Irene, turn off this TV. You put on the wrong TV.
Thank you. I know, I'm just letting you know. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. No, it's all right. We got the kids. That's how it is.
Man, they're going to have to go somewhere next time. They messed with my vibe here.
That's all good. So I ended up, kind of walking around the house, trying to figure some things out, understand where I was. And at this point, I understand that I'm lucid dreaming. I think that I'm lucid dreaming. And I see a bathroom. Now, every time I've ever gone